Ultron just released today, and I want you, my audience, to be able to not feel like you're lost with him and actually start carrying your matches immediately. Without taking any more of your time, I want to make a quick deal with you. If you got to the end of the video and you found it valuable, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Let's dive into it. Let me show you the most simple way how to carry on Ultron. I want to talk about positioning really quick and how you should position with Ultron before I talk about the abilities. Ultron should not be played behind his team and above them directly. Why? Because when the enemies look at your team, they look at you. Every time they look at you, they look at your team. Which means that it's very easy to give you poke damage and possibly kill you. And also it's very easy to avoid your damage. So like for example, if Doctor Strange is shielding your team and you shoot from here, you're still gonna hit a shield. But for example, if you go here and you start shooting the people behind the shield, you could, because you're creating an off angle. So you should be flying above your team and to an off angle. You always want to be on blind spots of enemies. If enemies look at your team and see you, you're playing in the wrong spot. They should either look at you and be distracted by you, and then your team can do whatever they want, or the other way around. Someone should be free. The off angling, you constantly want to be doing damage because you don't have the burden of healing like other heroes. The only thing you can do is just place a drone and click the right click. That's it. And sometimes the ulti, but that doesn't happen that often. So because you're in the sky, you're going to be vulnerable, especially when you travel that slow. Now, where should you want to be? Next to cover. Cover is anything that you can hide behind and stop taking damage. So let's assume Punisher shoots at me. Boom, I just do this and he cannot shoot at me anymore. And these type of places exist in any map, at any point of a map. There's a tree, there's a big wall, there's a pole, there's a building, there's a roof. Anything that you can use to stop taking damage. So I shoot. Oh, Widow looked at me. Boom. Back at it, utilizing the natural cover, playing the natural cover. Okay, and every time you want to transition between natural covers, because you can't play in the same place for too long, because number one, somebody will push you, or number two, well, they just know you're there, so it's just easy to avoid you and it's easy to kill you. So like, you move from here, okay, let me without the shift, of course, you go here. Okay, they push back, you go forward, you utilize the bridge as cover. So as I said, you mostly want to be doing damage as you don't have the burden of healing, and you don't need to stop shooting in order to heal. So your drone and your right click work pretty flawless with the damage. You always want to be doing damage until you need to switch the drone, or like click a right click to heal yourself or teammates. So let's talk about the abilities. Let's start with the drone. Drone is very simple. You just place it, you forget about it most of the time until somebody that is outside of the range of the drone, as you can see, it's circular, right? Everyone in the circle will get healing. See, this guy gets healing, and every time you click a right click, which we'll get to it in a sec, also gets over health. You want to place the drone where most of your teammates are going to be, so they can all be healed and they're all going to benefit from the right click, so you can get maximum ult charge. When should you switch a drone? When you notice that a flanker is in danger. So let's say you have a silo who decided to engage the enemies from the back. You just kind of place the drone on her, maybe click a right click and help her out, and then you swap it back to your team. The shield, pretty straightforward. Every time you are in danger or an ally is in danger, you simply click the drone and click your shield. Why the drone? Because the people who are in the drone get shielded. Outside of the drone, you only get shielded. So only when you're in danger, you can click right click and utilize cover. And when other people need it, just place a drone and then use the right click, the shield, and everything should be fine. Flight. Flight is used for two reasons. Let's assume you're flying above the enemies and, like, I don't know, Storm, Iron Man, Iron Fist, Punisher is close to kill you. You click the flight ability so you can get away fast. While you're getting away, of course, you shoot back, you play around the natural cover, you transition between positions you want to move. Basically, it allows you to escape danger. And another common use for the flight is when the enemies are low and you want to push the advantage to go around a corner, you can catch up to them fast. So let's assume this is like the enemy team and they're all here behind some sort of a corner. You can see them. Oh, I can see them. Okay, let me use my flight to capitalize on the advantage so I can chase them from above. There's also the team up that I don't want to talk about much here. Think of it like a Jeff beam. You want to stand kind of directly behind your team and just shoot the beam through your allies and through the enemy team to get maximum value. So now let's talk about the cool ability, the ultimate. Contrary to popular belief, the ultimate is not used for healing. It's used for damage. The healing is so quickly, you can heal anybody to full HP almost instantly. And the damage, it does 1000 damage over time in an area of effect. When I say over time, through the duration of it. It's not a burst 1000 damage. So it doesn't mean that you never heal with your ulti. You only heal when people will die if you don't heal. So let's start. I start off with the ultimate from the off angle. I surprised them, right? I said my friend is low. I healed them really quickly. Back to the damage. Oh, somebody else is low. I heal. Back to the damage. You can almost reliably get killed every single time with that ultimate. You want to use it on squishies. They're like in open space, have no cooldowns, low HP. And because you're in the sky, it will be easy for you to see if anybody needs healing in the middle of an ultimate, you can use it on them as well. Now, let me demonstrate it myself. So, I played my friend a couple times, and I've noticed a few cool things that you can do with Ultron that work. He synergizes really well with other flying heroes like Storm and Iron Man, because you can place the drone on the flying hero and stand next to it to get healed yourself. And also, when you play with Storm, you also get her damage boost when you stand next to her. So it works really, really well at flying heroes because you can operate as two. And of course, you sweep the drone when people need healing below you or something. But outside of that, just a cool thing that I saw. So quite a few players asked me in Rank Up Academy, how are you going to play Ultron? He's going to be a new hero. It's going to take a while to learn. Well, that's the thing about what I teach. It's all fundamental play. It doesn't matter what hero comes out. I'll be able to almost play him really, really well instantly. Because I understand how the game works. The heroes work the same as the game allows them to. The design itself might be unique, but the way they work is the same. A BP dash is just like an Iron Fist kick. You're an amazing player, but can I please play Ultra? I'm trying to record something, bro. You'll do me a huge favor. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. See, being nice goes a long way. Anyway, Ultron, again, it's no burden of healing besides the drone and some right clicks here and there. So you're going to be doing damage from off angles constantly. You're going to be annoying as hell. You will do a lot of damage. It's not always going to result in a kill, but the damage adds up over time and helps your teammates capitalize off of it, and you can capitalize off of other people. So I'm gonna put the drone where I think most people are gonna be. It's gonna be on the Hilla, but it has no cooldowns, so I don't mind. I'm clicking my flight to get to my position next to the trees, which is my cover, as fast as possible. I can kind of circle around. I have Iron Man. Using the right click when I was in danger. Using natural cover. That's why I didn't die, by the way. Notice that I did not die. Okay, we have an advantage. Let me use my flight. Flying pressure from off angles. Notice constant pressure. Constant pressure. If I need the healing, I'll click right click for myself. Or somebody else needs healing. But it's just mostly gonna be pressure. See, he took a little bit of damage. So I put the drone on him so I can shield him and damage for the fight. Damage never stops. And I'm definitely not dying from here because I have this as cover. Utilizing this as cover. Flying pressure, farming ultra as much as I can. Gotta place in the Hella. And actually might play close to the Hella. Why? Because I can get healed myself. Oh. Wanna put the shield. Definitely needs it. The enemies push forward. I almost have my ulti. Gotta wait a bit. Flying pressure on the back line, or anybody who dies. Anybody who tries to overextend. Notice I deal tons of damage with that ultimate. It's quite a strong ultimate. Using the right click because I thought somebody was gonna die from the drone. But look, notice how I'm utilizing the cover. And I'm constantly shooting, utilizing the cover. And I'm only looking like kinda down if anybody needs a drone right click. But see, I see that Wanda is quite aggressive. I'm gonna pollute the drain on her. Oh, what? Utilizing the right click with a drone. And we're all healed up almost to full immediately. This guy needs a drone. Definitely help him, but I still apply pressure. Lock and dagger, use ulti. Let me help out. Storm ulti doesn't concern me at all. Why? Because, well, I can just do this. Oh my god. And she's low and dead. She was super low and I kept shooting at her because I can just stay out of the range. Constantly applying pressure, even here. That character barely has any damage fall off. I think they TP. Not it don't. Putting a shield so he doesn't die. Applying pressure. As I said, the damage kind of adds up over time. And now I have my ulti for next round. I have 4.2k damage. Pretty good. I have 7 eliminations. I have no deaths. Why do I not have deaths? Because I utilize the shield to protect me and my teammates, but me a lot of the times. And mostly just flying around natural cover and off-angling. Notice, every time the enemies looked at me, they didn't look at my team. Every time they look at my team, they didn't look at me. I guess we go into the next game. Played so well, they decided to surrender. Notice, I have the most amount of damage right now in the game. And this is a high Grandmaster lobby. And the enemy Ultron also has a decent amount of damage. Second most damage. It does a lot of damage, doesn't get a lot of kills, but hey. I'm very excited to release this video. Ultron literally came out a few hours ago. I just got into the game. And it's a very fun character. I like that much. See, I noticed that there's a Psylocke there. So I take her up their high gun. She's dead. Ooh, look at that off angle. Look at that off angle. Have an advantage. Get the kills, perfect. Put a shield myself because why not? Me and Spider-Man, so we don't randomly die to Doctor Strange. Because it doesn't really matter. The enemies are not even here. Really good. See, I also healed him, helped up. Now we're gonna do some damage for the fight to farm as fast as possible. So you see that character does decent amount of damage, and he really helps with the kills. Got decent amount of solo kills. Don't want to sit in open space next to cover. Oh my. Okay, using the fly to disengage there. Oh my. Kind of in a pickle. Oh my. Oh, he brought me down with his Z ability. I think that I overextended there, like in the right side. I should have just played a little bit further back so people could actually help me. It was my bad. Played out of the range of my supports. Oh, I accidentally clicked that ability. Applying pressure from the off angle. Notice that I'm constantly on the off angle here. But I want to apply pressure on people that I can kill, like this guy. He's dashing to me, perfect. I don't mind fighting. Oh man. Look. Even though I can say I'm isolated, I made 2 DPS look at me. My teammates could literally not die to anyone because they just had no damage. I don't think they can lose the fight as well. Because 2 DPS shooting at me the entire time means that my tanks and DPS just walking for free. I should have maybe utilized the cover here better. Maybe I should have not like pinched myself against the wall on the right side. But I think for the most part it was fine. Putting the drone, my friend. Might need the healing. Not gonna go into the portal. That will be death wish. Gonna go immediately to the off angle, apply some pressure. Putting a shield on him. Follow up on the damage. Perfect. Live, you see, I went with a shift. I saw an advantage. I went with my shift, with my flight, to catch her off guard. Because worst case scenario, like, okay, I would maybe die or something. I'd just get out. Probably put like my drone on this guy, taking a bunch of damage, utilizing cover. Notice I'm taking literally 0 damage right now because I'm playing cover, and I'm gonna want to use my ulti. Notice how much damage I do. I killed this guy single-handedly. Putting a shield on him so he doesn't die. Put a drone and shield on him. And applying pressure. Notice I'm playing always next to cover. Always next to cover. I also have my flight. Shouldn't worry about much. Maybe less tank shots would be better. So that's left. That's fine. Advantage. Capitalize with me. Applying pressure. Don't have my shield for my Spider-Man. Apply pressure next to cover. Notice he's in open space, I'm in cover. That's why I'm almost winning this fight. I'm dead. He used Star-Lord ulti, but I immediately try to go down with cover and also place to shield myself. Applying pressure. Putting a shield my friend here. Applying pressure, and I also have my ulti. I'm gonna try to catch an off angle and pop an ulti from behind it with my shift together. I'm gonna combine my speed. Force to support ulti. Perfect. Putting a drone everybody. Got a shield as well. I'm gonna fly too high because there's Luna ulti. Applying pressure. This guy's low, can die. Applying pressure, capitalizing off the advantage. You notice flying advantage and putting the... See, I'm low, so I'm like getting out. You see, I was careful. I was starting pushing and noticed my health drop. I immediately like started moving back with my flight. I also have my my shield if I need to. I'm in danger. Let me place the shield for his guy.
Thanks for the shield.
I'm gonna put a drone on this guy. He might have his ulti. Ooh, what a freeze. That was a good freeze. Have some sort of advantage. Let me go help the host. Finish a kill. Notice from the off angle, constantly applying pressure. Use my fly because I was in danger of dying. Ooh, that was a pretty good round. Besides, like, at first to death, I think I made some mistakes, but I think overall played fairly well. Constantly applying pressure, constantly off angling, using the damage, using the ulti mostly for damage, and only when people need healing, I'll heal. So I'll try to pay attention to their HPs. Shield when I'm in danger of dying, somebody else will put a drone in the shield for them, and I constantly swap my drone between the people that are in danger. But notice how much I'm distracting the enemies, even if I don't kill them. Winter Soldier looking at the sky, Charlotte looking at the sky, supports have to constantly dodge me. Pretty difficult for them to play against that. We're gonna again sort of in the off angle, we're gonna just apply pressure, and where we see it on the off angle in open space like the enemy Ultron, no, we're gonna utilize cover. Because you notice that every time I'm able to beat him in almost every exchange, because I utilize the roofs, I utilize the building, and he just sits, floats in open space. These guys, I noticed them pretty forward, so I immediately apply pressure. Oh, he got pulled off the map. That's a good one. Putting a shield on him so he doesn't die.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
I'm in danger. And I live. Putting a shield myself so I don't die. Notice that I saw that I'm getting low. The squids were attacking me. Immediately click the flight and get out. Back to the damage. The flight also gives you a bit of a boost in terms of HP. Don't have my flight, so I kind of have to get out really quick. I'm low, utilizing the cover. Having this. Going back. We have some sort of an advantage. Let me go in. Put the shield out. We didn't need it, but it's fine. Apply pressure. Utilize the buildings kind of as cover. Oh my. Put a drone and a shield on him. To shoot the squids as well. Out of my job as well. Went for the kill, thought his drone, thought his bubble was gonna be over, so went for the kill there. Oh my god, he went off the map. He trapped him off the map again. Spider-Man is a menace. Even like when I'm flying low, notice him just playing around the cover. Notice that I have a Spider-Man. Seems like they just gave up. Looks like they just gave up. Oh, didn't pay attention to this guy. What? How did I take so much damage? I was flying so high in the sky. Alright. Anyways, I have my ulti. Use the shield on me, I was getting low. Putting a drone. Flying pressure. What am I shooting at? I want to use my ulti if they walk out of spawn. And the shield burns it, isn't that? Using the flight to disengage last second, playing the Raccoon ulti. Maybe I can one tap. Putting a shield for this guy. Oh, what a squid. Constantly applying pressure, no burden of healing. Essentially like a DPS that has a little bit of extra responsibility of healing. Mantis. Putting a shield for him so he doesn't die with a drone. Uh-oh. Pushing my drone on the more. Putting a shield for my friends. Using my flight to disengage. I want to play close to Milo here. Got my ulti. I'm not sure he's trying to take me out of the sky. But I respect that. Look at that damage. Yeah. And the reason why, again, he lost to me in a 1v1 is because I utilized natural cover and he didn't. Applying pressure from the off angle, constant pressure. Giving the shield to my friend. Put the drone for my friend. Perfect. What? That was again a very, very good game. I have 16k damage. I want to see how it is compared to everybody else. I'm sure Nermur surpassed me because he's 39 and 2. Played it really well, but let me check. So 16k damage, short of Namor by not large margin, like by 4k, and he played amazing. I'm the second most damage in the game. I have 11 final hits, 26 and 4, and I also have a decent amount of healing. Like I have a little bit less than the Raccoon. So guys, if you enjoyed this type of content the first day that a new hero comes out, subscribe to my channel, really appreciate it. If you'd like to receive a day-to-day coaching, shoot me a DM on Discord or look at rankupacademy.gg. We'll be able to help you out. We've coached hundreds of people, including new heroes that came out literally today. Old heroes, nerfed heroes, buff heroes, everything. We'll take care of you rank up. I wish you guys a great day. Peace.